Hello everyone, this is Falcon, and today I want to take a look at Stratis. Now, Stratis is a coin that's had a major move upwards this year. Starting from the bottom, it moved all the way up here, about 8,000%, give or take a little bit. And currently, it's been kind of bleeding down a little bit. Took a pretty heavy hit on the first big altcoin correction, all the way down to this Fibonacci retracement point. But since then, it's kind of faked us out a little bit. It looked super bullish for a while. It popped all the way back up to test this daily cloud plus Fibonacci resistance. Definitely some heavy resistance in this area. And fell back down, but it formed a higher low, went back up, tested again, higher low, and then right here is actually where I was expecting it to break out and continue upwards. And it almost did. It broke right through this cloud, right through this resistance, but for whatever reason, immediately just got smacked back down and did a full retrace of this move, unfortunately. But since then, we've just been bleeding off some more. However, I do think that the bottom is getting fairly close on this coin, and I will explain why. So, this Fibonacci retracement point looks to be pretty important for this move. It went all the way down here. We had a wick go down past it. However, if we take a look at the line chart, which is just the open and close of the candle without the wicks, we haven't actually broken this point yet. And it served as a nice little bounce point right here as it continued upwards in this previous move. Whoops. And looks to be a solid support. Back on the candle charts, if we take a look at a lower time frame like the hourly, not looking too hot, of course. We broke down below this hourly cloud, tried a couple of times unsuccessfully to get back on top of it. However, it's possible that we're bottoming out here even a little prematurely. We had a bottom here, as well as a higher low, and then possibly a very slightly higher low here. And if it does decide to reverse here and get on top of this hourly cloud, then I would look to enter when that happens. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking for a slight dump down to this retracement line, if not a slightly bit below. As it's showing, it is capable of dumping a little bit below this line in the past. So back to our daily. The daily stochastic is turning down, but it is oversold still. And I think that this definitely has some more dumping down to do, just a little bit though. If we take a look at the 3-day, 3-day is still falling pretty heavily, but when I see large differences between the two lines on the stochastic, I usually think there's probably a move coming in the opposite direction of where it's falling or rising. So if it's falling down really hard and it's just completely overtaking the slower trend line, then usually I often see something like a sharp move upwards on the blue line, or I'll see it just kind of bottom out right here and wait for this orange line to catch up. So I think what's probably going to happen is Stratis is going to dump down a little more to this line. That's probably where I'll be looking to buy, is around this area at about 116,000 sats. Maybe even put some buys a little below in case we get a dump down below like we saw with this wick. And yeah, after that I am going to be looking for a move back upwards. Now, this cloud is a little concerning. It's starting to kind of paint itself a little bit thicker than it was over here when this resistance was more thin. So we could run into some choppy areas once we break up past this resistance, chop around a little bit up in here, and at that point you'll just have to reassess. It could break back down, or it could fight through the cloud and continue up as I move my Fibonacci lines once again. So yeah, honestly, Stratis looks, well, I won't say good, but it looks promising. On the weekly too, this is another reason why I was so bullish about Strat before, is that the weekly was just turning up in this oversold area, and I thought if that we did successfully break out of this daily cloud, that we would get a move to all-time highs. But unfortunately, that did not happen, and we just now have to try to catch it on the next bottom. And to wrap things up currently, I think that next bottom is going to be around this area. It could dump down further. As you can see, this coin had a massive move upwards and could retrace farther. However, I think Stratis fundamentally is one of the better coins on the market and was just severely undervalued at these lower levels. And I think we could very likely find support here and continue upwards. If you like the video, give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'll be back with more content soon, and hope you all have a nice day.